We knew that there would be some teams this offseason that desperately needed to make a splash at the quarterback position. And when it came to the Miami Dolphins, the question was whether or not they were willing to release Tua and eat a ton of dead cap. 90 million to be precise, the most dead cap ever for a team. But not only did they eat all of that dead cap, but then they turned around and signed arguably the top quarterback in this year's free agent market, Malik Willis. The Dolphins are giving Malik Willis 3 years at $67.5 million. After being the backup to Jordan Love and showcasing some strong games while Love was absent, Malik Willis ends up getting another starting job, and this time he's getting ready to lead the Miami Dolphins. I gotta say, I didn't think Miami signing Malik Willis was all that feasible. Paying Tua a ton of money and then signing a quarterback to a ton of money on top of it is a very risky bet that the Dolphins are not really going to be able to afford to take if it doesn't work out. If Malik Willis is not a top quarterback and he does not help Miami turn in the right direction, they will have wasted millions and millions of dollars and set themselves back once again. And I have nothing against Malik Willis. I think over the last couple of years, he has grown tremendously as a quarterback, and in the right system, he could end up being very successful. But what we saw from him in Green Bay was his highlights. And are you going to get that on a consistent basis? Because I would be willing to bet, no, there's probably still going to be some mixed games thrown in there. But now we have to thank Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane. Is Malik Willis the upgrade that this team needs over Tua? I am going to be cautiously optimistic for the Dolphins this season. Malik Willis, when I look at what he can do with his feet, I think he's a guy that could be capable of a top 12 season. I think it's more realistic to look at Malik Willis as being a top 15 or a top 18 quarterback and really focusing him on 2 quarterback leagues and not as your starter in 1 QB leagues. For Jalen Waddle, he's really a wide receiver too, maybe on the low end for me because of the fact he's really the main target and the only target that I'd be willing to invest in. Malik Willis should be looking his way a lot right off the bat, but I really don't know what type of offensive system we are going to see from Miami this year. For Devon Achane, I'm probably going to knock him down a little bit. I think Malik Willis is going to steal some touchdowns inside the red zone, and if Malik Willis struggles passing the ball consistently, or if he has some up and down games, that's going to translate to potentially Devon Achane as well. I'm going to keep him inside the top 12. But when you talk about Devon Achane or Kenneth Walker or Devon Achane or James Cook or potentially Omarion Hampton, those guys in that area, for me, Devon Achane may end up going below. Still inside the top 12, but he's more of 10, 11, 12 at this point instead of being top 5 or 6 like he was at one point this offseason. I think losing Mike McDaniels is also a really big blow to this offense as well. This is definitely a risk versus reward signing. There is a lot of risk here and the rewards could be great, but unfortunately the failures could end up being a lot as well. This is a new coaching staff, a new offensive system, now a new quarterback that really isn't all that proven. You are banking on a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different outcomes here for drafting Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane and even Malik Willis. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you as apprehensive as I am? Do you worry about Malik Willis and what it will do to this offense? Or do you think Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane are still top players at their position? Let us know down in the comments, and make sure you turn on your bell notifications because we are going to be dropping breaking news content throughout the entire free agent cycle.
Analytics.